Welcome back, everybody, to the Knothole Gang. This week we are starting from the rivers of America because, as the title suggests, there are some interesting new details that have come into focus that I wanted to sort of highlight up front. And part of that is alluding to the fact that we're really getting close to sort of a final product. We're going to start seeing more of the final product here as we get down to the home stretch. Less than a year now. Or thereabouts, and we're going to start right here with that spire, which with all that detail now that we're seeing there, it's looking more and more like petrified tree than it is mountain. Because we used to think that this was all mountainscape, but really it's not. It's like they've described. These are petrified trees. Look at that. I mean, that's really cool. That's a lot of detail right there. Look at that. That's a great view right there, too. Those spires all in a row. Now, here's something. Let's pause here real quick. I haven't noticed this before, and I don't know if this is new or not, but this is the first time I've noticed is there's that sort of, I don't know, it looks like a satellite or some kind of radar receiver or something to that effect. That's what I'm talking. Those are fine details. Those are, let's put in these finishing touches. Let's put in some theming, not just rock and concrete. So that's pretty cool. And as we make our way down the river, we're going to start seeing a lot of this arch. I think it comes into view here in a second. Right there. See that? That's cool. And now I'm going to spend the rest of my time trying to find that arch. Wow. Here, let's. Okay, I found it again between the trees. Let's pause right here. That looks cool. I don't know what it is about this arch that's fascinating me, but to me it gives the land more depth than it did before, more character. I feel like, and we'll continue because we're going to see it again here in just a minute. I think as we start making our way towards the Millennium Falcon section. There it is again, and. The reason why I say that is because you can see that there's something behind it. There's something you can see through the arch, and there's going to be more theming behind that, and it gives it layers. It gives it sort of a depth that you wouldn't have expected. That makes it really cool looking to me. What is that? Looks like some kind of oil drum, maybe? It's so cool. What am I looking at? I don't know. I mean, that's just installed. And look at they've got just all kinds of various things working out and around it. And I don't know what those are. They're Star Wars-y things, but it makes it look lived in. It makes it look used. I feel like we're at some kind of outpost. Well, isn't that what they call it? Black Spire Outpost. But I feel like that's pretty neat. And I think every week going down this final stretch, and we'll continue, we're going to see more and more of that, and that's exciting. That is really exciting. I'm just trying to find anything like that. There's that radar thing again. Now let's head over to Chippendale's treehouse first before we continue, because I want to see if we can see anything like that from here. One of the things I've been looking for is that ship that I've heard about that you can see at Walt Disney World that you can't see here. And I don't know if it's because they haven't built it yet or if we can't see it. So here's another look, a little closer up. And this looks about the same as it has a lot more mesh, a lot more scaffolding around these, the domes and the frameworks, but not much there. Here is the ship that we're talking about. This is from Bio Reconstruct, I believe. And they've got this thing already built and sitting on the platform at Walt Disney World, and I cannot see this from anywhere, and there's a reason for that. I think either it's not built or it's in a place that we can't see, and that is very likely because if you look at where it's at on the map, or I mean not on the map but on the model, and that's the ship in question sitting on top of that platform. And if you look where it is in relation to some of the other landmarks, that's the dome. That's the dome we can see them building from Chippendale's. From the treehouse. So, and if we go back to that image, that's the dome right there. Now, I feel like if it's behind that, yeah, we probably should be able to see that. because it's behind that dome. It's probably there's a platform right there. That looks like it could be the platform right there. So either they haven't built it yet, or it's somewhere else. But I don't see how it could be compared to the model. So maybe we should be looking for that soon. That'll be exciting when we're going to be able to see this ship appear in our construction videos. Now let's go back to the Mickey and Friends parking structure. We shot this in the morning because I didn't think I'd have the opportunity to do it at the end of the day. So there's a little bit of sun, creating with the light. The light was just bad this morning, but I did my best in post to brighten things up for you a little bit. And you can see there's a lot of stuff going on down there at the bottom. It's becoming more and more of a sort of a lived-in area. It's approaching, and look at that, a lot of scaffolding. They have just almost completely covered the roof of that exterior Q building. And we'll scan the roof of Battle Escape. Wow, that's cool. I could not see anything through the through the lens, so I wasn't sure how close up I was. But wow, that looks really, really cool. And clearly you can't see the ship from this side, so we won't even try here, but maybe from the Rivers of America or from Chippendales. And then as we pull wider, you can see that I finally have started to put in some mesh and framework around those the rear forced perspective spires that are being constructed. Here, let's look at those again. Yeah, there they are. Mesh is going up around those. That's going to look strange from the backside. It's like peeking behind the curtain. Even when this is finished, it's going to look strange seeing those there, but different from, let's say the Rivers of America. It's fascinating. I'm looking forward to figuring out what that thing right there in the center frame is going to be. Because it's the development of that is stalled a little bit, but it's coming along differently than the regular spires have been. It's bigger. Cool. I love Galaxy's Edge. And then we'll wrap, as usual, on the Rivers of America, getting a few more closer looks at what's happening there with those dome structures and some of the detail. And there's that radar thing again. I almost want to say that area right there might be where you could put that ship that looks like a platform in the middle, but spatially it doesn't line up with what's with what's happening in the model. There's the arch again. Right, so there's going to be, I guess, more theming behind that. I don't know if it's going to be more rock work or mountainside or what, but I mean, right now you're seeing through to a building, which is probably, that can't be a permanent situation. But there you go, guys. That's our update this week from Galaxy's Edge. We'll see you next week, and also stay tuned tomorrow for our update from around the parks otherwise. And until then, fresh baked! We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh baked!